G'day, Spice Legends. Welcome to BURNIN Bites Down Under, hottest show down under. We're joined here today by the Hellfire crew, Hellfire King and Queen, Mr. Dion and good old Miss Hellfire Queen here.
Hey,
that's
guys.
Right. How are we feeling, guys, here in the Hellfire shop?
Yeah.
Pretty spicy?
Been busy.
Yeah. And luckily here in Bunny, it's pretty bloody sweating your balls off, hot, isn't it?
It is hot.
We've got a pretty, it's pretty hot here in Bunny, and obviously every Spice Legend knows that you're going to be sweating absolute bullets anyway, no matter what you do. But James Cornish is right.
Hey, James.
That's you. That's right.
All the way from the floor in the hell.
All the way from the floor, she joins us. Oh, hey, Mikey. Long time no see.
Standing on the floor.
G'day, Colby. How you going? So, yeah. So, luckily, we've got some aircon cranking before we start sweating with our craziness here.
32 degrees today.
32, yeah, and it's humid as. But that's all Bundy for you, Spice Legends. So, anyway, I'm going to ask these two a few questions about the old Hellfire gang and what's going on. And then we're going to try some of the products, as you guys know, with the fire trial. We've got a few Hellfire products. So, Dion and look, you guys want to tell us a bit about what sort of inspired you to begin this thing? Like, tell everyone that doesn't know you guys, just tell us a bit about yourselves.
Okay. I used to be a truck driver. I was working on the roads and broke my knee. Just about broke everything. So I sort of sat back and thought, what am I going to do with my life? And so I Googled chili shops, and then the funny thing is,
You look nervous, Carly.
there isn't any.
No, I'm just listening to his story.
So there wasn't any too many around. So there was only a couple, Chili Mojo, of course, but apart from that, there wasn't too many. So I ended up doing a shop here in Bundaberg, hoping to.
Hottest place on earth to eat the hottest stuff.
Yeah. So
It's suits. It's matching.
So I'm hoping to get the shops out to different cities around Australia, and yeah, it looks like it's going to happen. So yeah, we're trying to do a different touch on sauces. When you go to the supermarket, you don't actually find any of this on the supermarket shelf. So
That is true. You go to Coles or Woolies, and the things you find here, Spice Legends, are just not at Coles or Woolies. So
non-existent.
you need to hit up Hellfire Global Sources because they have more things than you could poke a stick at. It's freaking amazing. All your favourites there, and some you don't even know.
Yeah.
What about yourself, Kylie? Tell us a bit about your story and how did we meet the Hellfire King? Because I'm sure that's an interesting story.
How did I meet the Hellfire King?
Yeah.
Well, that is an interesting story. I was living in Adelaide.
Thanks, Mikey.
I was living in Adelaide, and
So not Northern Territory.
No, I was in the Northern Territory for 28 years. I had my children; they were born and bred up there.
I have to go off.
Yep. So he's going to be on and off while he's serving customers. So sorry about that, guys.
Works in front of the shop, but
Yeah. So in 2012, I went back to Adelaide for a job. I was working in Channel 9 at the time, so I moved career-wise. And my daughter came down to live with me at the end of 2012. My son went off to Queensland here to do university at Griffith. Finished schooling and then got a scholarship to Griffith. And never touched chili. I couldn't do spice at all, so that was really tough for me. Wouldn't even order curry or anything like that unless I made it. So yeah. And then Danny Wilson got me into the chili scene. So I was in a few groups with Danny and a few other people.
Danny Wilson represent SA.
Absolutely. So you can blame all this on Danny. And we did a few silly challenges and dares and stuff in these groups, and he got me onto the Hellfire challenge page. So I obviously came in around the time 10 Wonders was starting to launch, and I don't drink, and I didn't really touch chili, and I said to Danny said, you need to do this challenge.
I really like that challenge actually, because the thing about it was it doesn't encourage people to drink crazy and do crazy stuff. You're not encouraged to do the 10 shots. You're encouraged to do as best you can, to do what you want to do. Everyone that was in the challenge was all legal age. They all signed a waiver too.
Yep.
So the cool thing was about that challenge was that everyone consented to that, what they were doing there.
Absolutely.
And no one was encouraged to smash
No
themselves. It's
pressure.
just do what you want to do, which was really amazing.
Yeah.
And obviously no one was going and jumping in cars and stuff like that.
No.
I mean, we Aussies, us Aussies, we're represented as crazy larrikins, and
Yep.
Yobbos is fair enough,
It
but
was once they'd had
But
dinner,
once you
they
had
were ready
that-
to jump on.
yeah, and I don't think anyone was really going anywhere after that challenge,
No,
anyway,
no.
which is really funny. So you're pretty immobilized after anyway. So even if you were drinking irresponsibly, I don't think you're going anywhere except for the toilet.
Exactly.
So I don't think you're a threat to anyone except the porcelain, really.
Exactly.
So it was funny, yeah, it's funny to see that. So I just sort of touched on that really quickly.
Yes.
But I really like that about that challenge because, like, there's other places where they go, oh, this many shots and go nuts, and you guys are just sort of just embracing for the Australian culture, but at the same time going, but just do
Do
what
it
you can
within your limits.
do it within
exactly.
your limits, you know. And it was, I thought I'd just bring that up because it's easy to misconstrue people's words and what people think. But it's really good what you guys are doing. You're just sort of like, yeah, just do what you can because
Something different.
it's a really
out
original
there
kind of
as well.
challenge. There's not many like it, if any. So, yeah.
Yeah, but being the non-drinker, and when I approached Dion and said, look, I want to order a pack, he was like, are you sure? He went through, made sure that I was 100%. There was no, okay, yeah, cool. He actually talked me through it. And I
And the good
could
flavours too.
they were
It's not just
beautiful.
brutal heat and
No.
it's alcohol. It's actually good flavours.
Absolutely.
Good taste, which is pretty iconic for pretty original, which I really like that about the challenge.
And he was excited as well because there was a few females that had tried the challenge. A lot of them were scared to come on. They think it's a guy's
boys
thing.
yeah.
You know, I can't do that against the
One
guys.
of the
Well, you
boys,
can.
yeah.
And I said to Dion, I said, look, I'm not one to give up on a challenge. I'll give it a go. I won't push myself too far. If I have to stop, I'll stop. And first female ever to actually complete it. So that's where the Queen came in.
Nice.
So being Hellfire Queen, that became my name. So, and obviously you've met Dion through that, moved from Adelaide to come here to help him with the shop, and got a relationship out
So
of
you
it.
might say it's a
So-
match made in hell.
Well, that's right. That's right.
You're like, that's cheesy. That's right. Oh, that's nice, Legends. Well, we've heard a bit about your backstory, so we're going to know a bit more about it now. So look, let's sort of get on with it, and we'll ask you guys questions probably a little bit.
Yep.
But what's the first product you got there? We've got a fire trial of the Hellfire design this time, guys. So we've got a few things from Dion and Colleen here. I want to show Spice Legends out there what we've got for this fire trial. So
Yep.
12 different items. Is that right?
Yep, we do. Not all sauces, so we do have quite a variety. The first one that we'll do would be the gelato, because I can see it actually melting in the cup
Yeah.
right now.
It's
So
American.
this is that one. This one was the
Raspberry Reaper.
raspberry
So we're
Reaper.
both trying this one? Or
Yeah.
like, do I try one?
You can have yourself a caramel.
I've
or
got
you
the
can
salted
grab your spoon.
caramel.
Actually, no, grab your spoon and have this one. So that we're all, it's all COVID safe here as well. Yeah, I've got your spoon already. All right, so
This is the bomb.
this is.
Everybody goes in and out at the bomb.
Absolutely delicious.
All right, guys. So the first question I want to ask you guys is,
It's melting.
oh, there you
yes.
go. What got you guys first into chili? Like, what was the first chili experiences you guys had? So, we'll eat this and then you guys answer. We can kind of sort of answer.
My first chili experience was with Brie Rick.
Oh, really?
She introduced me to chili, really. And yeah, I just ran with it and started liking it a lot more.
Okay.
That was my first.
Was it a pot or anything that you ate? Like, what was the first?
I used to make jalapeno poppers.
They're good, hey.
Yeah.
What? Tell me, what do you think goes in a good popper? Because
You
there's
can
been a
put
bit of a debate, and I'm all about deep colouring the crumbs and stuff like that. Whacking in some cream cheese and bacon, whacking around it. What do you
Well,
think? What's the best popper
The
there?
way I do it, I either make a Hawaiian one or a seafood one.
Sound like a bit of pineapple.
Yeah. So what I do is I get the feta cheese. I
Ooh,
get
better.
feta cheese. I get some prawns. Mince up the prawns. Put it in the feta. Get some prosciutto, and I
A bit of prosciutto.
yeah,
Nice.
and I wrap the
Good
whole
stuff,
thing and stick it in the barbecue
Yeah.
and cook it that way. I don't crumb them. I just the bomb.
Yeah.
So seafood one for me is the best one.
Seafood one.
Yeah.
What do you put in the seafood one?
We put prawns, feta, and prosciutto, and wrap the whole jalapeno.
That sounds like a really good Christmas combo. Man. What do you reckon?
It would, but
There you
not
go,
for me
Spice
because I'm
Legends.
allergic to prawns. I'm allergic to
yeah.
shellfish, so.
What about you? What's your go-to pop-up?
Never really done a pop to be honest.
Oh, you got to pop the cherry there, mate. It's your responsibility,
cherry,
Vivian.
so-
So I do different kinds. I did a butch tea one, actually, quite a while ago, and it actually nailed quite a few people, including Brie Rick.
As your creations do.
Yeah,
It's just a regular occurrence here in Hellfire.
Brie Rick and.
You see somebody screaming, ah! Oh, it must be Tuesday.
But I didn't realise how hot it would be, so I had one, and it was like, oh, okay, it's all right. Then I had another one, and I couldn't speak for 2 hours.
And then,
So don't do
Getting
a
to make some more of those ones.
yes,
don't do a butch tea one.
I do butch teas. All right. Well, let's go with the next thing. What's the next product we've got there?
Next one,
Tell
we'll
me.
do some of the confectionery there.
So we've got so much stuff here, guys. We
Oh.
can't fit it all in one interview. But what do we got? This is a jerky, is it?
This is a jerky, so this is the biltong. So
Biltong.
this lime pepper, absolutely. And what meat was this one?
This is antelope.
Antelope.
Antelope. All right. So what antelope? Tell me a bit more about antelope. So
So
not everyone
antelope.
knows what antelope is.
Antelope comes from South Africa. If anybody watches The Lion King, you'll see it on there. Unfortunately, they have big horns, big antlers,
Big horny butt.
4 legs.
Um,
They run really well.
but it's the best meat.
So they're sort of like the springbok.
Yeah,
People-
the
big
springbok.
name, big name
Yeah,
springbok.
very similar.
Yeah.
Good one.
So this stuff is quite soft. It's not hard like jerky.
I'll show you something there.
Absolutely beautiful. It's got a lot of fat with it as well.
Nice. So it's a good flavour.
But it's not a chewy fat.
Yeah.
It's not one that
Okay.
is very stringy.
So-
But it's very, very good.
I wanted to ask you guys while we're eating this one. Where did you get the Hellfire name from? For obviously the.
I don't really know where it comes from, really. I just sitting out the back of Breed's place one day, and I just went, oh, I think I might call my thing Hellfire. And it started with the Hellfire drinks that I used to do, and I just run with it. Yeah.
Because that's kind of, yeah, like I like the logo. You know, somebody did flame throwing fire out of their mouth. And when you're doing those shots and then some of the other products, it just really, it feels like that. You're like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, you do. You do. You feel like you're actually on a trip.
And you're right with the antelope jerky there. Yeah, it's got good fat content.
Yeah.
It's quite flavoury. It's not mega over the top. It's really super mild if it's even you've got it.
Yeah, we've
It's
got
just
all,
pepper. It's just
Sorry.
pepper flavor.
we've got all different flavours.
That's really enjoyable jerky actually. And I've never really eaten antelope, so thank you for popping my cherry on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. All right.
We also have camel jerky over
Yeah.
Jerky.
And we've got Bundy's jerky, we've got Ken's jerky, we've
Yep.
got everything.
there. Bunny
Everything.
jerky.
Honey
Yeah.
jerky. Nice.
Yep.
So we'll be delving into that one later, guys, if we don't do an interview. All right, so what's the next product that we got there, guys? What's the next one?
Well, while we're doing this, I'm actually drinking a chili coffee as well. So the whole way through, it's
Love
going
it.
to be chili.
Enjoying my salted caramel gelatos and chili,
I'll have gelato too.
which is pretty good. I've got to keep eating this before it melts everywhere as well.
Yeah.
But we've got gelato, chili gelatos here as well. $6.95 here at the Hellfire shop. So you can cool yourself down and warm yourself up at the same time.
And chili coffee as well.
Chili coffee.
These are divine, like absolutely best pick me up you'll have as well. So if you like your coffee,
a bit of whoop whoop.
you like
Like-
your coffee in the morning, have a chili coffee, and you won't know how quick you'll wake up from having a normal coffee to this.
Gets the
just
inside
an
moving
instant. Yeah, it does. No, not so much that, but it's just a real nice wake up of your mouth, and you're just like, wow, and you feel fresh. Like it's not just you
You don't get a choice.
I need to have this coffee to wake up. This is an absolute thing, and then you're good to go. So
There you go. All right.
beautiful.
So what are we jumping into next, guys? What's this next one?
Well, we got some confectionery here. We got some coconut ice.
I played with a couple of these
Chanel's
guys.
like
Spice
these.
Chanel's like, yes.
Sitting on the floor.
So yeah, we do mild. This is mild. So that's tequila sunrise habanero, which is very, very tasty. And the next one we do, which was supposed to be the hottest thing you ever put in your mouth.
I tried that. That's great. That was the one on Halloween, guys. I tried.
Yeah.
That's really tasty.
So
Super
that-
tasty. Guys. Yeah.
That's Reaper coconut ice. It didn't work. It just has a really, really good
But
flavour.
it's, yeah, it's a great flavour. Like it's
A little bit of heat.
probably a medium heat, but the flavour is just great. Oh man, yeah.
And then we go to these fellas here. So the orange and the lime. These are ghost
So
coconut.
this is Jake's candy. Where's Jake from?
Thunderbird.
Funny. Oh, he's around here.
He's
Local. He's
So
nice.
we get all the products.
Luckily,
They are. So we get all of the products. We take them over to Jake's Candy. We tell them what we want, how we want it, and they make it. So I know that a few people have had these sent out, and they're like, "Oh, we've got Jake's Candy's slices." It's actually the the Hellfire brand, but made through legitimately through a confectionery. So it is by Jake's Candy. So
So it
we're
is
happy to promote them
legit.
as well. But it is a Hellfire product. So just get
So
that
exclusive
out
to
there.
Hellfire.
Absolutely.
So
There you
Absolutely.
go. You heard it here first. So what's this one? This is the chili coconut ice, the
Yes.
orange one there.
the orange.
Well, he's got a little bag showing the bag of goodies. He's got a bag of goodies there.
Yeah,
All right, guys. So the next one, question I want to ask you is like alcohol chili challenges.
Yes.
Look, why did you sort of delve into that? Because it's very different to a lot of what other people do. And what was your inspiration to create something like that?
The inspiration, I've always been, here we go, this
It
one.
is very
Bit of
sweet, but oh,
Well, that's hot.
I forget this one first.
It's like you fools.
So, how did I get involved with it? I decided to make some a little while ago, just to see how it would taste, and it actually tasted really, really good. And then when you look into things, there wasn't very many chili products out there for alcohol. So I ended up doing different flavors. I started with Skittle vodka
Oh,
with chili in it.
that sounds dangerous.
It was nice. And I only used milds. And
Doesn't
then
mean it's dangerous because you don't know when to stop. Because it's too good. You know, I think it's up now.
and it tasted really, really good. So I ended up going, okay, I need some super hot ones. So I made all these different ones.
Chantel proof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For anyone that knows that
And
choice.
people just wanted them and started liking them. And
Hmm.
then we went, okay, let's make a challenge out of it. And yeah,
That's just
here we
ramping
are.
it up even
We
more.
made a challenge.
Did you just combine it with a chili chocolate?
I did
Other
with
chili?
the chili coffee, and it
Like,
just ramps
this-
it up even more.
You don't know where to tell you, like, when do you turn to the Hellfire shop? Everything's hot.
You ask for water, and it's gonna be chili water.
Yeah, why is this water red? Oh, no. It's just sugar.
Oh,
Yeah.
But, and it was something
I'm gonna
different as well.
I'm gonna have a piece of Reaper.
All right. Well, let's go to the next one, guys. So we've got the Reaper Ice. This is the Reaper Ice. Bust this sucker out already.
No.
Oh, this is good.
Good stuff. All right, guys. Well, I think one of the obvious questions is like, we're here in Bundy. Like, why choose Bundy? And like, how's the response been with all the locals for the Hellfire shop? So see this one. Yeah. Talk about that.
Well, I lived here, so I just thought, oh, well, I might as well make a shop here. So I put a shop here, not knowing what would happen. It was in the middle of COVID, and I thought, oh, maybe it mightn't be a good time. But I tell you what, the people come out of the woodwork. I have never seen so many people that actually want and get, how do you put it, converted into eating chilies. I have people coming into the shop that don't eat it, and when they go out, they're eating chili sauce.
The colour chili.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they go, oh, I didn't really realise that chili sauce was really, really nice. Most of the people are scared.
Yeah. A
Yeah.
lot of people also come in, and the first thing they say is, "What is your hottest sauce?
Yeah.
Or what is your hottest product here?" They just go straight for hot. And
Sometimes it's a good thing, and sometimes it's a mistake.
absolutely.
Like,
And the good thing is, we do have people come in that specifically have come up from Brisbane, Sunshine Coast, because they
Gold Coast,
have
Townsville,
seen the store,
Cairns.
they've seen it in the papers down there advertised, then we just have to come to the shop.
Mm.
So they have made specific trips, which we appreciate. So thank you everybody who has
Yes,
come
thank
up,
you.
specifically just to see the shop and then come back.
Mm.
So, you know, and it's not a short drive away from Brisbane, as you know.
No.
yeah. Learn that the hard way, yeah. But yeah,
people come in here and they go, holy moly, where do we start?
Yeah.
Because there's just so many different products in here.
Absolutely.
g'day, Ed. How you going, Adrian? Scar?
Hey,
So yeah, no, you're right. And but the thing I do like about this store is it's really unique.
Yeah.
You look around, it's got a really good vibe. It's despite it being called Hellfire Sauces, it doesn't feel like hell. You feel really at home here.
Yeah.
And you know, it's got that good vibe. And you walk into this amazing aroma of spices and different treats. And you're like, ooh, this is definitely where I park my car.
Exactly. And when he first put the signs up, and obviously it says Hellfire Global Sauces, people were thinking it was a tattoo shop.
Yep.
Yeah, they're like,
And
is these
it's like, yeah, and it's like, it says sauces. So
sauces?
Yeah.
Viking sauce?
yeah,
The Vikings are doing sauces now?
Yeah.
It's the Vikings are doing sauces now.
Funny thing is, the Vikings don't even come in here by sauce.
there's been a few. There's been a couple come in, but yeah.
We'll have to call them and go, hey, mate.
Come on.
He's a sauce dealer.
Hellfire sticker on their Harley.
Oh, yeah, exactly, yeah. All right, so look, let's go to the next one. What's the next little flavour?
Do a bit of chocolate or
Bit of the chocolate, very good.
Bit of nuts.
They go, do
Gonna
nuts.
go nuts for nuts?
Yeah.
It's a big punch, all right. So yummy.
So these here, I don't know if you can see, choose my fingers,
These are Reaper nuts?
Reaper nuts.
Ah.
So Reaper sugar coated nuts. Really, really tasty. Crunchy.
Oh, I'm not gonna do that, honey.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, you ready, guys?
And
Right.
beautiful.
So look,
A bit of a punch.
you got a little bit of punch here. So look, the question I want to ask you, how do you balance this work chili life with this balance with work and chili life balance? Like, do you guys talk about anything other than chili, or what?
Not really.
You know, what's the story? Is there anything else that's going on in the lives, or what's the story of that?
It is a lot about chili. So I've got the nose
rum?
ones, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, Mum's in the house. What's up, Mum?
Hey, Mum.
you-
Can't wait to see you on Thursday. No, look, we do. It is a lot about new products coming out. If we're on, you know, whether it's Facebook or YouTube, and we see a new product, Dion's on, we're researching it. So we do want to get a lot more products in
Merry
here.
Christmas, chili lovers.
Merry Christmas. And you know, it is a lot, but we do try to take time out for ourselves, but it is hard. You know, he does have suppliers contacting him on his days off and things like that. He's got to reply to messages and
Chili's
whatnot.
love, chili's love.
Yes, so, and being the fact that I've moved from Adelaide to here, we didn't really get the time to know each other out of the chili
That's
world.
how the chili world, yeah.
So to try and find things that we're interested in together, obviously we're going to have interests that aren't the same, so to try and build that in has been a bit difficult. And coming to a place where I knew nothing about, never been here before. He's obviously from here. It was a massive transition for me. I've got my daughter down in Adelaide, my son's on the Gold Coast, my parents are an hour and a half away. So I'm a bit closer to family that I normally wouldn't see, but you know, to try and take that step away from the shop is hard in his opening period. So it's literally all about the shop at the moment, but which we're trying.
Yeah, and that's the thing with the business, isn't it?
Yeah.
You got to keep your eye on the ball.
Yeah.
And I think I've mentioned this before in another interview. It was like that Gordon Gekko guy said in Wall Street, he goes, money never sleeps, and neither does business. Business never sleeps.
No, it doesn't.
You might have 9 to 5 hours or whatever,
Yeah.
but your business never ends, and you've got to keep your eye on the business the whole time.
That's
so,
it, but it's still important to have your relationship side of things
yeah,
as well.
yeah, you got to
outside
make
of that,
time spice. That's right.
which
Yeah.
is proving difficult at a lot of the times, especially when you know he's trying to kickstart his business. And
Yeah.
And it's only going to get worse before it gets better.
Yeah, you got to keep your eye on the ball. That's right.
Yeah.
All right. So what's this next thing we got? We're jumping there.
The next thing
We got the
we'll
chocolate
go.
or chocolate?
You don't want to do a bit of sauce, or would you go
Oh,
for
yeah,
that?
let's do the chocolate
Sauce.
sauce.
Go the chocolate. Coconut will load me.
So,
Save it some for later. Save it some for on.
so
There you
I've
go, Ron.
got nuts in my hand. Oh, it's got 2 nuts in my hand.
Dion's like, what's new? What's new?
I'm just gonna go, hang on.
What's this one?
So this is white clean tea chocolate,
Yeah.
and yeah, this one's the mild one.
This is the mild. So we're going flip-flopping back and forth between mild and not. Okay, mild and mild. All right, well, guys, the next one I want to ask you, I'm delving again into the alcohol thing. I want to ask you about the alcohol taste and like the heat balance. Like, how do you get the heat and the taste balanced like you do? Because look, it's so easy to just try and go out there and try and wreck it, you know, with heat. But how do you find that flavour balance as well with these?
Just a lot of testing during the brewing
It
period,
is a lot of
really.
testing.
Yeah.
Like, people think that I don't drink it. I actually do taste test all my stuff. But to get the consistency and everything right, it's quite difficult. So you've got to be really careful. You don't want to go out there and absolutely kill somebody.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
right.
You don't want to wreck them.
I don't want to wreck them. It's all about taste. It's all about flavour. Yes, some of them are hot. Some of them are not hot. You know, it's just all depends on how.
Well, that's the thing, though. You're I'm guessing you're aiming for range as well.
That's it.
Everything can't be below your head.
No,
No,
gotta have
it's something for
range.
everybody.
Yeah.
It's exactly what we've got in the shop. There's things for non-chili heads as well.
Yeah.
So the range of the chili alcohol, you know, we've got other people testing it as well. It's not just us that do it.
Yeah.
So they
I
give us
remember being one of those
feedback.
guinea pigs. That was fun.
Yep. So they give us
And I
feedback.
remember my cousin too. He was a guinea pig, and he was like, "Yeah, I don't want to talk to you ever again." Sorry, Angus.
So yeah,
Alright.
we have a couple of guinea pigs out there, and they let us know what it's like, and
Yeah.
it's bad. It's,
And everyone's heat tolerance is different. So what Dion might find mild, someone might find really hot, or vice versa.
Or what,
So,
what Mikey
generally-
might find is fun. She might find,
When
Painful
Mikey
and
says, you
hell
know, it's
for
not that hot, you have it, and it burns you out.
yeah, and Jenna's like, I hate you.
Yeah.
He's yeah, you set me up a few times now, Mikey. You bastard. Never. Nah, you fools.
so eventually, with the alcohol thing, there will be a bottle shop. There will be bottles coming out, Hellfire logo ones, as a chili thing. So hence that's why I don't want to go out there and kill somebody. I don't want to make them burn so they never come back.
Making it enjoyable, and that's the thing.
Repeat
Still make it
customers.
enjoyable. Exactly, enjoyable.
Exactly.
It's not all about the pain.
Yeah.
It's all about the taste.
You only get on
At
the
home it is, when it's comes
You only get on.
testing.
You only get on the pain train. You want to get on the pain train. That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah. That's it.
So he
Yeah,
loves
the
seeing me burn at home.
Oh, and they
He's
like
just
seeing me
testing.
burn too, like you see in the last 2 days, guys.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
That
We
was
broke
fun,
him last
yeah.
night.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely
You
broke
bet
him.
me for sure. That's right. Got that over. Yeah. With no glue. Anyway, so what's the next flavor we got there, guys?
All right, so we'll do the
Actually,
dark chocolate.
You don't want to do it?
Not even
no,
a little
that
one.
one's what?
Come on, mate.
No, I'm good.
Didn't I do that
Huh?
one? Didn't I do that in some chunks?
I don't know.
Yeah. You could do it then.
No, I've had a bit of it. It's fine.
That's all right.
See, you know I tell when Dion says it's not, eh?
He knows his limit, and that's the thing. There's no pressure.
Toot,
He knows
toot, pain
his
train,
limit.
chugga, chugga. Good on you, Mikey. All right, well, look, this next question, guys. I want to ask you, sort of delved on it before, but we sort of elaborated a bit more now. Look, does it help having your partner passionate about chili in this environment? You're both sort of invested in it, but does it help?
Yep, it does.
Tell us a bit more about it. How does it help? Like, there's obviously Dave being like,
He likes flavour, not so much heat. Wow, this is really hot.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas I'm fine with the higher levels of heat. So I guess
John Michael as well.
being his guinea pig, or as it was put out a few months ago, his puppet, which I'm not, is awesome because I can give him feedback. If he wants to bring out something that's a challenge, hence, wow, this is hitting the back of the throat.
That grill's back his road, yeah.
His Hellfire carbonated hell sauce. He really wanted a challenge sauce. So when that first came out, I think a lot of people have seen the live that I did. I did just a taste test review. Then I did 4 shot glasses of it. So I ended up having half of the bottle that night. It absolutely wrecked me.
Yeah.
Rec was there. We were at Bree's house when we did it. My back felt like it was broken. It was nasty. Bree was scared. This one went inside, like I think, toilet or something like that. But I literally spent a majority of the night in the shower. I was in that much pain. And I said to Dion, it cannot be a challenge sauce. So as much as he wanted it to be, he saw the effect half a bottle had on someone who could have that tolerance of chili.
And that's the thing. Like after seeing how well you did last night, you were with us there the whole day. And yeah, you've got a serious tolerance today. You know pushover, and anyone that wants to try and labour a pushover, She's not, mate. No, no bloody way. So to see something that's obviously going to wreck you, that's pretty good.
Yes, no,
Yeah.
that was scary.
Bloody oath. So
yeah.
that's
Only other
but
things
easy.
scarier
kudos to
than,
you then, yeah.
I only seen that twice.
Yeah. It's the other one that absolutely wrecked me was cheers Uncle Mungo's his Yana chocolate challenge.
I've heard it. Yeah, I've heard some things about that.
He called Dion. He tried calling me after the video ended, and obviously I was in no state to answer my phone, so he rang Dion straight away. I had the biggest tub of ice cream. I was just scooping it in, pacing around. I couldn't speak, and I ended up in the shower for like over an hour.
How much did you have? You know.
The whole thing.
The whole thing. I had the whole thing. It lasted a couple of minutes. It was on live with Fred Smith.
The video lasted a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Obviously not the press.
The crowds lasted quite a while.
Oh.
That was nasty, but what we found.
Somebody told me they licked it and they got some pretty dramatic
it was insane.
feelings.
It was absolutely an intense chocolate.
So that's, there you go, Uncle Mungo. That's
Never, ever
your
again.
Frankenstein's creation there.
Never again with that one. All that
Alright.
is seriously.
So what's the next thing we're jumping into, guys? Let's see.
All right, how many have we done?
That's
4,
seven.
5, 6,
So let's have it down.
What about sauces?
8, 9, 10. I've done the chili coffee, so.
This is number 8. They've got
Um,
enough. They brought enough.
that's all right. We can get some more.
Get some more?
Yeah.
All right. So look, the next thing I wanted to delve into, guys, what is this sauce here actually?
This is Hellfire brand. It is the smoky chipotle barbecue. So we've got there.
Like a smoky chip.
So I love the chipotle as well. So did you want to grab another spoon for?
So the question I wanted to delve into, guys, is you've got all the Hellfire range as well, but Kylie, you're actually bringing out your own range. Everyone doesn't actually know about it. There is a Hellfire Queen range that it's out that's busting into the shelves, and it's here at Hellfire as well. Starting to get distributed around Australia.
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah.
Almost out of stock at the moment.
Almost,
so
yeah. So look, let's pour these on. I just want to ask you a question about that.
I'll just quickly show these while we've just
Okay.
handed them
So
down.
this is sort of like what I was going to say. I wanted to talk about your Hellfire Queen range, like what and about what went into that, how you developed it, and what.
Look, I just wanted something different. We've got a lot of sauces out there.
Should we try some of this?
I didn't. Yeah, we can do. I've used small bottles of phone, so we open these ones. Basically, I didn't want to compete against Dion. I didn't want to take anything away from the shop what he was doing. So I wanted to do something different. Exactly. So I went spices and we could smoke. So we've got Bam Bams. These are all based off my family. So because my family have been supportive of everything, I thought this is a tribute to those. So Bam Bams is the habanero, so it's just very, very mild. So that's after my son. His nickname is Bam Bam. His name is Brendan.
How did you get the nickname Bam Bam?
That came from when he was really, really little. So I'm not sure how it came about.
Did he hit him? Oh, no, I know that.
No,
He
it was just Brendan, and people were just like Bam Bam. My daughter, when he was born, she couldn't say Brendan because they're only 16 months apart. So she used to call him Boy. So boy needs a drink. Boy this. It was like it's Brendan, and I think she said Bam one day. And yeah, but it stuck all through school. His friends called him Bam Bam, so it stuck. Tegan, my daughter, hers is TJ's. Now her initials is Tegan Jade, so TJ is coming for that. So she's got her own photography business as well. So she's doing really well in Adelaide. My son's doing really well as a business auditor. So they've all gone up there. And this one here is my parents, called Old Farts.
Yeah.
So it's nothing. I'm starting to get the drills here. It is nothing, negative towards that. They're just my old folks. So that is that, and that's a 3 times hot Reaper, whereas TJ's is the Butcherlaker. Then we've got the liquid smoke. So
which one was the one we tried earlier?
that's the one that we tried earlier.
Is it the skin and the smoke?
Yeah, so this is 3 times hot. This one has no chili in it at all. So this is just your plain mesquite liquid smoke.
Okay.
So the purple label, no heat at all, just smoky flavour. And the red one is your 3 times hot Reaper.
Yeah.
This one also has
That's pretty good in an interesting range there too. Yeah, because you don't see that kind of stuff commonly. And the comment I made before as well was like the mesquite smoke one. What was the one we bought before?
The 3 times hot.
3 times
Reaper,
hot.
the Reaper.
Look, it had a bit of chili in it. It wasn't crazy hot, but the mesquite flavour was really strong. And I was saying, look, you could put that in your favourite drink. Like if you like a smoky kind of bourbon or whiskey like that, you can drop that in there. I reckon that would set it off because I think that with a bit of Coke or whatever you want to drink there, go set off well.
It works well in bourbon, rum, whiskey, liqueurs, pasta. The spices you can put on popcorn and things like that as well. So it works really well.
So what we were going to have? We're going to have one of these ones? Or we were going to, should we have a Hellfire one? Queensland? Should we have a Hellfire Queensland one?
That's all right, we'll go with this one.
So this one's smoky chipotle barbecue. One of the fastest selling in the shop. It is absolutely divine.
My tongue's already off.
You can use this for basting your ribs,
turkeys,
every
symptoms.
Yeah.
We don't like. Okay.
That one.
All right. Okay. Nice. So the next question I wanted to ask you, you've heard you're saying there was a few moments where you've got to taste things and you got to be the test dummies for yourself. Talk us through some of your worst chili moments. What's the worst chili moments you've said? You sort of touched on it with that highway to hell.
Highway to hell.
Is there anything else top that?
Not really anything bad. That was chronic.
How do you rate that? Well, you reckon the yeah nah is worse than the Hellfire?
The yeah nah would have been worse
right?
instantly.
Really
it's a beautiful. I love chocolate.
I think I'm stealing some of this back with me.
Yeah, but we need to get more of this.
I need to get some of this. Yeah. Wow.
Awesome for a marinade as well. I think the worst one for me between the two would have been yeah nah because that was instant. The minute I started chewing it and swallowed, bang, I was on fire. With the highway to hell, obviously I just did a spoon test first.
Oh, hey sis, what's going on?
But once I started chugging it, then the effects took in. So instant wise, yeah nah's worse, but they're pretty much on par with each other.
Wow, that's saying something because I've heard some pretty savage things about the yeah nah. That's you, Tom.
Yes.
I feel like.
And then there was the pods that I did when they first came out. I did the Scotch Brains and the
Got one more for you.
habanero.
So Dion, Carly's obviously shared her one. Tell us your worst chili.
Mine's probably the butch tea was my worst moment. I thought
it was your second one, was
it? The second one nailed me.
So it was two in a row? Is that right?
Yeah. Okay. And then the other one was tincture.
Tincture. What tincture was that? Do you remember?
Yeah, I think it was Jesus' range, Brie and Jesus' range.
Is that the honey infused thing?
No. The one that they both brought out. I can't remember what. It might have been Stardust or something.
Oh, was that from Hellfire?
Starburst, yeah.
Well, Hell was that from Hellfire?
Yeah.
America. That's it.
Yeah.
The American
I did
part,
it for Robbie. Oh,
that's
my
right.
God,
Yeah.
I was just drooling.
Yeah, Hellgarden's got some pretty savage tinctures.
And
Good
then
flavors, but savage.
I have one more last painful experience. Ate a Scotch Brains, didn't realise it was still on my fingers. And
He ate a quarter.
Chili Willy!
Half of Bree's half.
Yeah.
So, touched himself and
Carly's like, why is it red? You're like,
no, Carly didn't do that at all. Carly just started filming it live. So he was in a world of pain. Absolutely world of
that
pain.
was fine.
So, yeah.
All right, guys. So we've got a couple more to go. But I want to touch on what's the next one?
So this is Pine Mango Reaper.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is good for all white meat, stir fries, fried rice. Absolutely delish, but it is hot.
Nice.
So, money out.
So we've got.
He's still got to speak to customers.
Yeah. So we've got two more. We've got two more to do after this one. So you got the highway to hell.
Yep.
As well. Is there one more we want to do as well?
Oh, we may as well do some of that.
What
Smoke, maybe.
Want to go to the smoke or something?
Well,
Yeah.
we've got
Or
one of these
what
for
do
you
you
to
do?
do.
What?
We've got one of these for you to do.
Oh, thanks, mate. You're so kind. Trying to burn you guys, not me. He wants to wreck me 2 days in a row. I should have chickadee checked myself before I wrecked myself. So I wanted to ask you guys. So we just sort of delved into what your worst chili moments were. Let's talk about your proudest chili moments. What was your proudest chili moments so far to date with all the things that you've gone through?
Mine's an easy one.
Yeah.
It's completing 10 wonders. Being the first female to complete one of his challenges.
She was just shaking her head.
Was absolutely awesome. And
not for me.
and obviously.
But yeah, Mikey's is like.
And obviously,
Sparta!
out of that, I got a relationship. So being the first female to complete the challenge and got a relationship and moved my life to be here in Buckingham.
The Hellfire Queen as well.
Yeah, that's it. So, and then my own range coming out. So.
Are you procrastinating on this?
No. My mother always taught me, don't eat with food in your mouth. I mean, don't eat with food in your mouth, don't talk with food in your mouth. Yeah.
All right.
Don't eat the food in your mouth, that's a bit hard.
Sounds like procrastination to me, I don't know. And what about you, Dion? What's your proudest achievement on that?
Probably opening the shop. Would be mine, and being gold.
Yeah.
This was a big step for me.
Yeah.
Like,
Getting your way out of your comfort zone,
Yeah.
no?
It was way out. I didn't know what I was doing really right at the start.
I think that's what a lot of people do. That they open these businesses like, yeah, I'm phenomenal, I know this plan. Like, but really they're going, oh, fuck, I don't know what I'm doing.
It
But
was,
like, it's kind of the truth.
it was a scary moment because I put so much money into this place, but now I just about know just about everything about every source in this place, and it's like opened my eyes up really to what.
And the risk of opening it during COVID was a big
yeah.
thing.
I think a lot of businesses are feeling it during this whole Corona COVID times around. You know,
But
it's been pretty savage in any business.
I haven't been so busy here
Yeah.
for the whole time.
Yeah.
It's been flat out.
Well, that's local support for you, isn't it?
Yep.
You know, like if your local area supports you, then you're certainly away. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, let's delve into this next one.
Alright.
What's
So-
this next source? So this one's going to be a bit of a burner,
It is.
from what I'm
This is-
hearing.
so
This is
this
the
is number
Hellfire.
11, isn't it?
Yeah. So we've still got one more to go after this.
So this one here is the fastest selling sauce in Australia.
Highway to Hell. Is that right?
Highway to Hell.
So do we want to do one
I reckon
before?
we do some of the salted caramel.
Should we do one before?
Yeah, we do the salted caramel,
Okay.
I reckon.
We
Because
do
this one hurts.
All right. We'll
Yeah.
make the
We'll
last
make
one
that
Highway
the
to
last
Hell.
one.
That way it's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
What is it? Lucky
So
Highway
we're
to Hell.
going to go back to.
Phil, you're not even
Okay.
sweating. It's because we're in the aircon. Go figure.
It's right next to
I'm
it.
right next to the aircon. Good force.
So this one is
It's my only
salted
reason.
caramel.
Salted caramel. This spoon?
No, you can go
The
for
dip
that one.
big
That's
spoon
your,
or different
that's your
spoon?
original one.
This is my original one. Yeah, COVID safe, guys. COVID safe. So what's the future for Hellfire? So you've set up the shop, you've established the brand, you've got a lot of support in now, guys. You got new products, you got your shirts. You're even doing what was it, cow skulls? You got this I got your cow skulls that are customized to you, which is really original and unique.
Yeah, I used to
Tell us a bit more about that, and then what's going on in the future for Hellfire.
Funny thing is, I went to a pool one day, just a public pool, and it was Halloween, and they had this cow skull there. And I asked if I could have it, and they just gave it to me, and I went, wow. So I done it up, and I sold it for, I think, $590, and I went, Jesus Christ.
Money in that.
Yeah. So I went on a tiki tour around Australia and got quite a few. At one stage, I had hold on.
Sorry,
Got a customer. Yeah, we might be investing in getting a Burnin Bites skull too, because I'm loving the look. We might get a big black cow skull. Burnin Bites logo.
He's
Yeah.
got a few ranges. He's got ones that he's put jewels and stuff on. And what he's also done is, now that I've obviously met him and he's met my parents, he's found that my dad is a painter. So Dad's actually painted one of the skulls as well. So
Wow.
that is insane. I don't know how hard it would be to take the skull down, but we can probably show you.
Well, we showed it off a bit in the walkthrough.
Oh, okay.
So we
beautiful.
showed.
There you go.
If you want to check out, guys, before we came into the interview today, did a bit of a quick little walkthrough. If you want to check out that live, check it out. It should be just below in the comments down below, we'll you check that out. So we do a walkthrough around the shop. So if you want to see where we are sitting right now and some of the skulls, check out that live walkthrough. Thanks to Mikey for following us around the camera.
Yep.
All right. Well, we've got one last one. I think he's conveniently walked away.
That's it.
To
Good timing,
rid it.
Like
So
keeping in.
we're about to delve into our next thing. Well, now we've got the Hellfire. Was it Hellfire?
Highway to Hell.
Highway to Hell, the notorious one.
This is the this is the fastest selling.
Lauren
sauce
says
in
aircon
the
is
shop.
cheating. Just say. So what's this? Okay. Oh, thanks, mate.
He's gonna have something.
You gonna have something? He's like, no.
Now
Take
this
this
is
one.
going to be the second time that I've had this since it didn't end out too well after I shoved half a bottle. So
Well, this is my first
enemy.
time. This is my first time. So you're popping my cherry on this one as well. So Spice Legends, for all we initiated that don't know already, it's time for Fuzzy Facts. So we're about to, was it check out the live last night? Yeah, he's been suitably burnt bad. Yeah. There's definitely some splash marks on that one.
Yeah.
So don't even worry. Yeah,
So
they need to get a
I'm
reinforced.
going to do the true or false on my own.
Hey, should we wait for Dion to do it? Do you want to set up his spoon? Where's his spoon?
He won't do this.
You won't do it.
No, because he still has to talk to customers for the rest of the day.
Fair call. That's a good excuse, a likely excuse. Turn off the aircon, then reverse give it to him.
Yeah.
But what about the customers' loss?
There you go. You
Oh.
have a bit of a bigger one.
Oh, Jesus. Wow. No. You're the one who's supposed to answer the question. I've got to ask you. This is going to be fun. That's going to be fun. Wow. I can smell it. As soon as you start to go, oh, yay. You're like, ha, sucks to be you. All right. So, fuzzy facts. Cheers. Here we go. All right. Wow. The area of Australia that is covered by snow in winter is larger than the area of Switzerland. True or false?
We'll go true.
Yeah, it's true. All right. Australia includes the world's longest stretch of dead straight railway track, 279 miles. True or false?
We'll go true.
That's right. It's actually true. That's along the Nullarbor. Yeah, that's right.
How hot is this?
It's pretty bloody hot. These highway to hell. Check it out, guys. What was it called? The Australian cassowary is the world's largest bird. True or false?
True.
How else are you meant to feel the real experience of the highway hell? That's false. It's actually the third, but it's the heaviest in Australia.
Oh, there you go.
That's right. All right. The blue-ringed octopus has a numbing saliva on its beak. You feel its first bite, but then not the next and the next, and can be fatal 30 minutes later. True or false?
Oh, I should know this because I'm from South Australia and they're all down there. I'm going to go true on that one.
It's actually false. You usually won't feel any bites, and it can be fatal in minutes with no antivenom available.
Yeah, I knew there was no anti-venom.
Yeah. Yeah, which is pretty brutal. Actually, there was a guy in Bondi. He got it. He's like, "Oh, new pet." He's like, He just goes,
And they go
And
and
they're like,
play with them.
"Oh."
Yeah.
Maybe not.
The
All right.
tourists go down to Adelaide and play with them or something.
Yeah. All right. There's more than 60% of Australians participate in gambling. True or false?
Oh, God. 60 million.
60%.
Oh, 60%. Something different, I'll go false.
That's right. It's actually 80%.
Oh, there you go.
It's pretty brutal, isn't it? All right. 6. More than 25% of all Australians were born in another country. True or false?
True.
That's true. All right. Number 7. Australia was the first country in the world to allow women to vote. True or false?
Let's go true.
It's actually false. It was New Zealand. New Zealand was the first. We were second. Yeah.
See, if he was here, he probably would have.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Average income tax in Australia is 20%. True or false?
My dad's an accountant, my son's a business auditor. I probably should know this too. Go false.
You can do it, girl. It's false. Yeah, it's actually 29%. 29% is the average in Australia. All right, 2 more to go. Number 9. Australia's national anthem was "God Save the King" or Queen until 1974. True or false?
Oh, that's way before my time.
Back in my day.
By 4 years.
Tell us too much there.
Yeah, let's go false.
Yeah, it's false. It's actually 1984. Yeah. All right. Last one. This is see if you can get this one. Isn't it tricky? The first hospital in Sydney, Australia. So the first hospital in Australia was in Sydney. Was funded by illegal rum sales to pay for the costs, and and for it to stay open. True or false?
The fuzzies love their drinks, so I'm going to go true.
That's bloody right. That's true. That's it. Congratulations, mate. Absolutely smashed it. Thanks to the Dion's obviously over there with the customer. That's right. So, look, guys, you've nailed it by try. You've got all the way through on obviously your for us. Me popping my cherry on that one, and passing the old fuzzy facts. No way. See, she's starting to struggle yet. Look, tell everyone what's going on in the future. What's going on for Hellfire, Hellfire Queen, Hellfire King, and the Hellfire Model Source.
Look, we just want to, get the best quality products that people are going to enjoy. That's different, can't get anywhere else. We've got South African range from Johnny Expo coming in January. No one in Australia has ever had that before, so that's exciting. We just want to get bigger and bigger to give more variety and yeah, branch out a bit more, hopefully have a store in every state, and then see how we go from there, possibly a store in New Zealand as well, where Dion's from. But just hopefully, you know, just enjoy the ride and just,
Enjoy the ride, enjoy the burn.
just love life. Not too much pressure.
Yeah.
You know, putting pressure on ourselves is what would probably be our downfall. Just riding with it, going with it, and yeah, just seeing how it goes. I think it's going to be the best way and you know, the easiest way to do it, you know, without losing our minds.
Without losing your mind.
Yeah, that's it. But also, you know, having our own time as well.
Exactly. You've got to have a life sometimes.
You do. Otherwise, you lose who you are and you lose what relationship.
Yeah, it's just Chilli's love. Oh.
That's it. And that's one thing
Which
we've
is
got in
good,
common.
but
Absolutely.
It's good to have Chilli love, but at the same time, you have to have a love. Always been a support local businesses, get amongst the people. That's it. That's right, Loza.
Yeah,
No worries. All right, Spice Legends. Well, I think that's all for our spicy goodness today. So thank you for joining us. I'm glad to buy some under and check out the Hellfire guys. But all quite have to take it now, Spice Legends. Keep calm.